Welcome to the Justin Hamilton podcast. Today we are going over episode 5 of Alien Earth, In Space No One, and that's the rest of the title. So I hope you're up for a chat with this. This is probably been not only my favorite episode of the series, but also maybe my third favorite Alien film, or maybe even, we'll get it up to equal second. Who knows? It's always hard to tell with these things, so we'll discuss that in preparation for the next episode. Only three to go. It's gone quite quickly, and that is always a good sign that you're having a good time. So we will get into that. A couple of things. We have a sponsor, yes, Wonder Pies, who have come on board as a sponsor of this podcast, and what a delicious sponsor it is. I was pretty rapt when Ray Capaldi, the mastermind behind Wonder Pies, approached me about being a sponsor and being a fan of his product and a fan of the great man himself. It felt like a match made in heaven. All sorts of delicious pies you can get for you dirty carnivores out there. There's a whole lot of beef and chicken and all those kinds of things. But for those of you who are more vegetarian or even vegan, there are delicious options for you as well. And it's not just pies, it's all sorts of different pastries, and they've knocked them right out of the park. So if you would like to find one of their cafes in Victoria, or if you would like to get online and maybe buy like a big box of them and then have them at home so they're ready to go whenever you need them, head to wonderpies.com.au. What else do I have to tell you? Yes, we are coming up. Oh, you have to excuse me. I have hay fever, and I have not had hay fever in such a long time, and so it's been quite the shock to the system. But the good news about hay fever is that it's spring, and spring brings with it better weather. So I'll just have to endure this, and I'll try not to sniff too much for you. So there you go. I blew my nose beforehand, but it's just all a little bit sinusy, so many apologies. Uh, Before we get into it, I have a few shows that are coming up next week, actually. Far out. That's come up quite soon, hasn't it? Uh, we have on Thursday night, which will be, what's the date there? That's the 18th of September. Mickey D and I will be performing at Mocking the Suburbs. Uh, I don't know if we're going to be mocking the suburbs, but we'll definitely be appearing. We'll be performing in Mount Barker, which will be a fun gig. There's a couple of other comedians who are on. So that's on the 18th of September at 7:30 up in Mount Barker. Yes, so we'll be coming up to Mount Barker and performing there. You can find tickets for us at Funny Adelaide or Humanitix, and you can get your opportunities to catch up with us then. Then on the 18th, Mickey and I will be appearing at the Rhino Room, and we'll be doing not only some stand-up, but we will also be recording a live podcast. It's not just Mickey and I. We've got our old mate Charlie Hill Smith, who will be joining us, and then his band Truckers for Christ will be playing. So this is all part of the Adelaide Comedy 25-year celebrations. So that will be on the 19th. You can find tickets for that at adelaidecomedy.com. And then on the 23rd, we will be, Mickey and I, we're doing a run of gigs. It's like old days. We're appearing at the Coonawarra Community Comedy Night. That's a 6 p.m. show. That's on the 23rd of September. You can find tickets for that at Humanitix as well. You know what I'll do is I will actually post these all at my website. So justinhamilton.com.au. hammo.com.au/gigs, and you'll be able to find those links there if you're in Mount Barker, Adelaide, or Coonawarra. And then Brisbane. I'm bringing a new show for the first time in a decade, a solo show to Good Chat Comedy, and that is on the 4th of December. And September's my birthday month, so my birthday present to you, Brisbane, will be there's a cheap ticket for the next few weeks, and then you can take advantage of that and come along and see that show. So it'd be lovely to see you. I genuinely, as I have said before, I'm not sure how many of you are up in Brisbane that would like to come and see me perform, but I'd love to find out. And if it's one of you, if it's 10 of you, if it's 100 of you, it's all a win. And it would be great to catch you there. So you can find tickets for that at Good Chat, but you can also, that will be at my website, justinhamilton.com.au/gigs. But yes, that's probably the best place to find all of that stuff. I'll talk about Patreon and Substack at the end. Let's get into Alien Earth. This is uh, the moment that we find out what happened on the Maginot and how that spaceship ended up not only crashing into New Saigon, but also becoming a runaway slash bullet slash tomb. It was quite the episode. And as I said, it just kind of really quickly became one of my favorite alien related pieces of entertainment. Um, it's really interesting in this episode where we see everyone who kind of works on the ship is not very good at their jobs. Apart from Morrow, who's woken from a cryo sleep, he's woken from, uh, what he thinks is going to be his last sleep, I think, until he gets home. He's woken up because the captain is dead. Turns out the face hugger has grabbed on and has planted some eggs in his mouth and in his throat, in his stomach, wherever they go. And when they tried to cut it off, it has bled acid. We all know that kind of stuff. So, yeah, it's not a good look. And everyone on that ship is not very smart. And I have seen some criticism of that. And I kind of have two responses to that. One is uh, I reckon anyone who has signed up for going away for 65 years to go on a little mission, they're probably not going to be the best of the best, right? Because the best of the best are going to be needed. So you're probably going to get a different level of competence from the people working on that ship. It also suggests to me that maybe there were heaps more people working on that ship because how the hell did they get all those evil, scary aliens on board? They may have lost heaps of people by the time we're getting to the crew. So it'll be interesting to see if that reveals itself. Noah Hawley has answered all of our questions directly or indirectly throughout the series. So it'll be interesting to see if we find out. There are 100 people on that ship, and by the time we get to the story, there's what? 10. So I found all of that not a problem at all. I found that quite entertaining. And yeah, kind of made sense to me, though. I felt like there was an internal logic to it. Um, so Morrow wakes up. The captain's in trouble. Another member has a face hugger on it. The one that they tried to cut off, it's bled acid, so that guy's dead. He's not only been suffocated, he's also had his face eaten off. And now they need to organize a new chain of command, and it's up to kind of Morrow to take charge. Um, it is interesting because Morrow has a mission statement from Yutani herself, and that is to secure the cargo and figure out who started this fire that's woken everyone up. And he finds out very quickly from the character Chibitsu uh, uh, that the executive officer Zoya and Bronsky have been in a hot and heavy fling, and you know, uh, it feels like Morrow has no interest in any of this. But the problem is that this is against regulations, and this is, of course, allows Morrow to circumvent the fact that Zaveri should be in charge, and he can now be in charge and really try to work out what is going on. Um, uh, Zavari gets in touch, has to connect with Mother, one of those fantastic staples of the Alien franchise. And much to her disappointment, she discovers that Mother informs her that survival of cargo is the top priority, and their lives are probably most definitely expendable, but the species they've retrieved are not. And Mother pretty much puts the hard word on Severi to acknowledge the order. And, saying that the security officer will take over. But, Morrow is pretty much uh, going to do that no matter how much Severi wants to push back against it. Um, I'll be interested to know. I wonder still if they found these aliens by accident. Like, did they go out there knowing that they were going to this specific place or places? Jared and I hypothesized that it's the one place. So, was that the mission statement, or did they go off to do something else, and then now they have this, and that's changed the rules, the show. I'm still a little bit uncertain about that. Uh, it's neither here nor there. I'm just kind of, to be honest, a little bit curious. Also, uh, this kind of puts everything in an interesting timeline now with Alien because I don't think this means Ash knew what was going on in Alien. I think like this is happening 2 years before, so that means everyone on the Nostromo are in hypersleep, aren't they? Like they're asleep. They wouldn't know what's going on. And so when when they get the message and get diverted, I feel like this is information that comes in later. So I think the timeline still works because uh, the Nostromo would actually have information. So it's not really contradicting someone like Ash's response to what's going on there. Um, Morrow has to try to work out because it seems like there's been sabotage. He has to work out who the saboteur is. It's good we don't spend a huge amount of time trying to find out who that is. We just discover it's Petrovich who has committed corporate sabotage on behalf of Boy Cavalier. It's interesting to see that Boy Cavalier is across all of this. Uh, it's interesting. So I read an interview where Noah Hawley says, and I read this. Where did I read this? This is SFF Gazette. Um, uh, so he says, even though Boy Cavalier was trying to get his hands on these specimens from the beginning, he hasn't really thought the plans through. So Hawley's uh, quote is, "I don't look at our tech billionaires and think these guys are orchestrating some master plan. I think you have a lot of ADHD billionaires with impulse control issues, and we always look to impose a certain logic on our fiction that doesn't apply to real life. For me, it's a way to tie everything together, and as the show plays out in the rest of the season, we find that Boy Genius is not a terribly thoughtful and calculating guy. He has all these ideas, he chases all of them at the same time, and he has never failed, so he thinks failure is impossible. He's trying to launch this immortality product, so why would he do this other stuff? He just thinks, oh, I can do everything. So, it is, I haven't felt that there's been a master plan with this. It has felt, you know, like, oh, what's this new shiny object? Now this is where my attention is. So, yeah, it is a interesting thing to take into account and also contemplate leading into these last three episodes. Um, uh, yes, Petrovich is ready to sell out his employers, I should say, and Prodigy is going to give him not only money, but they're going to give him a hybrid body. Jared was talking about in our last episode that he thinks this is something that Boy Cavalier could be working towards himself. So, once again, maybe Petrovich has potentially dodged a bullet because who knows what he was. We still don't know if it's a transfer or it's a copy of it that goes through. So he could actually in turn be murdered, but could also uh, just end up with you know this this hybrid that believes it is him. Uh, yes, so uh, something that's interesting to remember from the first episode, Captain Drysdale had mentioned that the ship's communication logs were corrupted, which Petrovich offered to look into. And of course, we understand why now, because he was having secret conversations with Boy Cavalier, and corrupting the files was his way of covering up his tracks. Um, you know, it all sort of it's all kind of coming together now and making sense. We also get some insight into Morrow's uh, previous life. He had a young daughter. We see that he was close to her. We saw that he has all these writings from her at different ages, and then we discover that she died in a home that was uh, a house fire. So at the age of 19. So even though his grooming of Slightly is still gross, you can kind of understand how uh, the mission has become the surrogate for, uh, you know, a reason to exist. And that is, you know, we've seen a lot of female surrogate stuff in Alien, and it's kind of interesting to see a man devoid of family use his mission to become a reason to exist. What else is there that it's just a really great performance. The actor's name, I think it's pronounced Bebu Cisse, is just so watchable and so charismatic. You kind of can't take your eyes off him. And uh, we're seeing that. I also read that the Ocular alien is when it was kind of tapping on the glass wall. I thought it was trying to warn that woman, but I heard in the podcast it was actually trying to distract the woman. But that's funny. I kind of read it more like, oh, that must be what it is if that's what the intention was. But I kind of read it more as trying to stop her from drinking it. Probably because I didn't think it was for anything good. I figured that damn alien wanted to get into the that woman in particular. He had his eye on her, as it were. Um, Lots of other fun stuff as well. What did There was something that Jared wrote to me that I uh, enjoyed. Uh, yes, I can't find it. Oh yes, the Ocularum taking over the engineer and the attacking the Xenomorph. Yeah, I'm all up for more of that kind of stuff. I'm also coming up in a podcast next week with um, author Garth Jones. We've recorded a podcast about the Nicolas Cage movie, The Surfer, which we really enjoyed, by the way. Worthwhile watching on Stan if you haven't. And Garth kind of mentioned that he kind of wants the alien to get into someone and then talk through that person. I'm like, yes, that's what I want. I kind of the idea of it getting into a xenomorph is, you know kind of cool, but I'm really into that idea now. I'm really into the idea that it could try to communicate through our language. If Wendy can communicate with the aliens, then what can this alien do? Uh, so that could be something for us to see and could be coming up next. But yeah, I look, this was just a really well-made episode. I can understand why Noah Hawley wanted to write and direct this. You get to make an alien movie. Why not make it lean? What is it, 100 and what is it, like 65 minutes or something like that. It moves the story along. It's a good diversion. It now gives us a runway for the last three episodes. And yeah, I'm really, really looking forward to seeing where this lands. I think this has been a big hit. So we will, I'm under the impression we're going to be getting potentially a couple of more seasons of this series. Like once you've set it up, you may as well keep making it. And I would like to explore this world a little bit more, find out more stuff that are going on in this universe, and maybe we can get to a point where we hear about the Nostromo, uh, sending out a beacon because it's exploded. We could be finding out a parallel story that takes place at the same time, but that doesn't really contradict. Uh, yeah, it's going to be interesting to see where Boy Cavalier goes from here as well. He might have some plans, but that impulse control might be the thing that ends up being his Achilles heel. So maybe that's what we have to look forward to next. All right, I'm going to keep this relatively short today, just because I really want to not be too sniffy on this goddamn podcast. I've left it quite late trying to see if it would clear up a little bit, but no, bad day for hay fever. So there you have it. I hope it hasn't been too annoying or too distracting. Um, Before I go, just a couple more things for those of you who don't know. Over at Patreon, you can get access to bonus podcasts, and you can get free tickets to live shows that I produce. You can also find live shows that have been filmed. So if you would like to head over there and access that, patreon.com/Justin Hamilton. You can find a tier that suits you. If you're more interested in the writing side of things, I have a Substack where you can access different types of writing. There's the ongoing blog that I've been writing for quite a while now, Dispatches from the Fury Road. There's Beautiful Tales for the Disenchanted, which are short stories. And then there's also One Foot in the Spotlight, which has turned into a surprise memoir, to be honest. So there's a number of things that you can sign up for. Some cost, some don't. So see what appeals to you. And as I said, head to justinhamilton.com.au/gigs to find out more about those gigs next week in Mount Barker, Adelaide, and Coonawarra, and then in Brisbane for the end of the year. Okay, let's keep it short. Hope you're well. If you have hay fever, I hope it's not driving you too nuts. And yeah, we'll talk again soon. Until then.